We're surrounded by things we don't even think about, from the phone in your pocket to the food in your fridge. But what if I told you the story behind one of the most common foods in the world was anything but ordinary? Today, we are digging into the wild, accidental history of a food you probably love.
Okay, just for a second, picture your favorite snack. Go on, get it in your head. Maybe it's something you have in the kitchen right now. Now, what if that very thing?
Yep, you heard that right. Not some carefully perfected recipe from a world-famous chef. Nope, a complete and utter fluke. An accident that happened over 10,000 years ago.
Okay, I know. That sounds, well, a little weird, doesn't it? An animal stomach. But trust me, this one, kind of strange. Maybe a little gross detail. It's the absolute key to understanding how one of our favorite foods even exists.
So, let's take a trip. We have to wind the clock back. I mean, way back. We're talking the Neolithic period, around 10,000 years ago, somewhere in what we now call the Middle East. People were just figuring out this whole farming thing, and, this is the important part, they were just starting to domesticate animals.
See, once you have domesticated animals like goats and sheep, you get this incredible new resource, milk. But with that great new resource came a huge new problem. Let's call it the Neolithic milk problem.
I mean, this stuff was like liquid gold, full of protein, fat, all the good stuff. But in the blistering heat of the ancient world, with absolutely no refrigerators, that precious milk would go bad in just a few hours. So, figuring out how to make it last wasn't just a nice idea, it was critical for survival.
And this is where our story gets good. Our hero, who had no clue they were about to change the world, was probably just some traveler getting ready for a long trip. And for that trip, they needed a way to carry their milk. So, they improvised, creating what was basically a stomach canteen.
So here's how this world-changing accident went down. First, our traveler pours fresh milk into a pouch made from a dried animal stomach. Pretty common back then. Then they head out on a long walk under that blazing hot sun. And here's where the magic happens. That stomach pouch, it naturally has this enzyme in it called rennet. And as our traveler walked, the heat from the sun and the constant sloshing and jostling, it caused that rennet to mix with the milk and kick off a massive chemical reaction.
Can you just picture it? It's the end of a long, exhausting day. You're thirsty, you're hungry, you go to open your milk pouch expecting a refreshing drink, but instead of a liquid, you find something else entirely, something new. This was that incredible moment of discovery. Curds, whey, and pure wonder. That milk had gone through a total transformation. It wasn't just milk anymore. It had separated into two completely different things. This watery liquid, which we now know as whey, and these lumpy, solid chunks, which we call curds.
And what our traveler was looking at, what they had accidentally created, well, that is the literal definition of cheese. By causing the milk protein, casein, to coagulate, they had stumbled upon a food that would change everything. It was portable, it was long-lasting, it was packed with protein and fat. They had solved the Neolithic milk problem without even trying.
And from that one single accidental batch of cheese, a 10,000-year-old culinary journey began. Over the millennia, we humans got really good at perfecting this accident. We learned that if you add salt, or press the curds, or age them in a cave, you could create all these wildly different flavors and textures. That's how we got from that one lumpy bag of curds to the thousands of cheeses we have today, from a sharp cheddar to a creamy brie. Every single one traces its family tree back to that one bumpy journey. And really, this quote just says it all, doesn't it? It was the world's first science experiment that you could eat. It wasn't designed in a lab, it was discovered by chance. A perfect storm of biology, chemistry, and just plain human need. And the result was something, well, something delicious. So, the next time you slice up some cheese for a sandwich or sprinkle some on a pizza, just take a second to remember that incredible story. Are you just eating a snack? Or are you tasting a 10,000-year-old piece of human history? I guess the best part is knowing it's both.